So, the Democrats care about the environment quite a bit, right?
Supposedly.
They're the ones wearing the masks. They're the ones that love the masks. They're the ones that forced the masks.
And no, hold on. My favorite part about the masks was seeing all the litter masks all over the place.
1.6 billion disposable masks are entered into the ocean in 2020 and will take 450 years to biodegrade. That was 2020. There's been how many since? We worked with a guy that still wears them every day, all day, until it's not convenient. Oh, yeah. Yep, well, ask me later. Actually, I gave him hell this week because he walked in one moment and he didn't have it on. 20 minutes later, he had it on. And I'm like, hey, dude, just a minute ago, you didn't have one on. And he got defensive about it. And I'm like, you were just in here without a fucking mask on.
Well, if it's 1.6 billion in 2020, okay, take 1.6 billion, or 1.6 billion times 4. So you're looking at, in 2 years, that's
7.
That's 3.2 billion in 2 years. 6.4.
Hold on.
8 billion masks in 4 years at the bottom of the ocean.
Hold on.
Well, after 2020, the masks fell off. But they were still made. And now they're throwing them away in droves. But yeah, maybe
Look at it from a different perspective. Democrats had a big push to get rid of plastic straws because of the turtles. And so now you can get a paper straw in a plastic wrapper because that makes sense. But these masks, the blue ones that everyone was wearing, are made of usually polypropylene plastic.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's got
But they can also be made of polystyrene plastic, polycarbonate plastic, or polyethylene plastic, or polyester plastic.
And
So-
all the elastic.
What makes
which is-
plastic?
Oil, which Democrats also don't like.
Well, unless it's in their own planes.
And then they're dumping them in the freaking oceans.
Yep. So they banned plastic straws because it doesn't biodegrade and it's bad for the turtles. But they went ham on these plastic masks and distributed them everywhere and forced everybody to wear them or shamed them. Oh, now they want amnesty from that too.
But now here's a little extra something. You know, these bin stores have been popping up and kind of going under and popping up and going under. Every one of those bin stores that I went to, every time, there was probably at least 20,000 masks in 1,000-pack bundles sitting in these bins for 50 cents for 1,000.
You know where
they're still sitting there,
And
by the way.
chances are,
Or they're in
most
the
of them went in the dumpster.
And then they
Go to the fucking landfill.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. So those masks, a good chunk of those were made in China.
Oh, yeah.
China. SmashCastBros. Keep it local. Keep it cash. Tell the feds to kiss your ass. I'm Ty.
Move.
Yeah, I'm Trigger.
So,
China.
man. China.
But now,
Like, comment,
look at
subscribe, tell us we suck. Interaction's interaction. I don't really care.
I figured out what was wrong with me. No, I didn't. I still don't know what's wrong with me.
Is it
Whatever
the,
it was,
is it the
it
lack
made
of
me really.
strength in
It
your
made me
wrist?
pretty funny.
there's
Pretty
there's
funny.
no doctor that's going to
Whatever's wrong with me, it made me funny.
You're stuck with it.
No. Is it the lack of strength in your wrist?
No.
That's why it's fun.
No.
But now, you know, all the Democrats care for the world or whatever. Why are they giving all this money to different countries to blow each other up and blow the world up?
What do you think that's going? What do you think that's doing to our oil consumption? Oil.
I mean, $200 trillion for one country to blow up
Fuck, dude.
another country, and that's what we're giving them to help blow countries up. But we care. The Democrats care about the planet.
Well, who's the most recent president to have a Nobel Peace Prize?
Like 1920 something.
The bomber in chief, Obama.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
The guy
For
who's-
absolutely nothing other than being black as president.
Yeah.
That was it.
He
had a
dropped
fucking-
more bombs in the Middle East than Bush before him or Trump after him. You know, the warlord Trump? Yeah.
Yeah.
Trump made peace. Obama expanded the war effort, dropped more bombs.
Did he
He's the
get
one that dropped the Moab.
Did he get the Nobel Peace Prize for that, or having a openly trans wife?
Oh, they're still not talking about that one.
Because she's
So
got a bigger pecker than he does. It shows through her dresses.
She's barely got a bigger pecker than I do. Here's another fun fact. You guys want to talk numbers? Let's talk numbers.
Let's spit it out.
Let's
buddy.
talk numbers. If the last 40 years repeats itself in 2063, so 2023 to 2063, we'll see these prices. A new car. What do you think a new car is going to cost? 40 years ago to today, and then from today to 2064, 2063, 2063.
Almost 200 grand.
$136,342. Because we're not talking a brand new Super Duty.
Okay.
We're talking a Toyota Camry average of
Base
$25,000.
Okay.
$25,000 car, right?
I stand mistaken. Okay.
No.
You're about right.
The average car. What's the okay? So let's not.
Average commuter car. We're looking right now. Toyota Camry's probably 40 grand, 35 grand. In another 40 years, add 100 grand onto it.
Yeah. Okay. The average rent.
The average rent, you're probably, let's say for apartment or house rent.
It doesn't give me those.
We'll go with
$2,000.
average,
The average
average
rent.
apartment rent, probably going to be $6,000 a month.
$9,200, $9,300, $9,272, $9,300 in 2063.
Per month.
Average rent. That's
Yeah.
average rent, not high end, which
Yeah.
could be could be fucking astronomical. Gas prices per gallon. Gas price per gallon in 2063 at the rate we're going.
25.
I'm going to say $15.50 a gallon.
You're warmer. $13.39 a gallon. But
Okay.
I mean, we've seen as high as $6-7 here when 2008 hit or whatever. What was it?
$5.85, I think, is about the highest I've
Okay.
seen it.
Uh,
Roughly.
Holy shit. If the last 40 years repeats itself in 2063, we'll see home prices. The average home price, what did we say? $450,000 in America is the average home price. In Michigan was what? I can't remember. 280 something.
I was gonna say 285 or something.
Yeah.
800.
The average
we're
home price.
I'm gonna go with 910.
800.
1.8 $1,883,225. $1,883,225. Sorry. 1.8, almost 1.9 million from 400 to 450,000 today. So, let's say the house down here next to the cemetery is worth 450 today, which that house in 2063 is going to be $1.9 million.
It smells like horse shit.
You really want to get pissed off? If the last 40 years repeats itself in 2063, we'll see these prices. Average salary.
80.
Average salary, like annual salary.
Average annual salary.
Average annual salary is gonna be $2.25.
80.
103,640. Go on the high side. $104,000 average salary, but your fucking house is going to be $1.8 million. $1.9 million.
100,000
104.
103,600.
So you would need
and
to...
your new car is over an annual salary by $33,000.
When I said at our children, if you ever have children, if your socks
We're
ever
fucked.
figure out how to get pregnant, or your desk, our children are fucked. Are absolutely
So
fucked.
hold on. To buy a house, you would have to work, what is that, 18 months to get 10% of a down payment together? Oh, wait, 18 years, sorry.
Well, and if those rates are right,
Hold
what
on.
is 3 years salary for your next wedding ring you got to buy? In 2063, if you had to buy a wedding ring, if you had to buy another engagement ring, what do they say? 3 months salary? What's that going to make it out of the salary? Yeah. I'm just kidding.
Well, hold on. Wait, 1.8.
No, annual salary, so
Hold on.
103,000.
103. But 180,000, 1.8 million for a house. You would have to push all of your paychecks for 18 years straight into a house just to be able to buy the house. That does not include groceries, food, fuel, anything else.
So our children,
It's 30 years of a hefty down payment, of a hefty payment.
they can never ever buy another Monster. They can never ever buy another candy bar. They can never ever buy another book. They can never
And they
ever
still can't
go to the
afford it.
gas station outside of buying gas.
They
Well,
still
they
won't be
better-
able
And
to
they
afford
still
it.
won't be able to
They'd
afford
have
anything.
to get
Right.
a
He's right.
high-paying job right across the street from wherever you live, because they're not going to be moving out at those prices.
I'll tell you right now. Okay, my current mortgage in 2024. Sorry, my current mortgage in 2024 is 3 years annual salary for me.
So his house is 3 times what he makes a year.
That's like $4 million.
Shut the fuck up.
On the fly math.
But now, 1.8 million. That would literally be bloody hell.
So for you, like 2 years.
My buddy Eric and Dean
That
really.
would be, for me, it would be 20 years annual salary, spending all my annual salary
Without paying taxes, by the way.
without doing anything, just making.
Yeah, you're right.
Just paying
No
it on a
escrow of
house.
all. Insurance, taxes, nothing.
You're
it
not
would be-
paying.
20 years of every hour that I make money goes onto that house.
And you're not paying the government the tax that they're going to take anyways.
Which is, by then, double that number.
Yeah. So, yeah. You'd
Holy
have to,
shit.
Whether you like this fact or not, Eric sent me this meme tonight, or picture, actually, it's a fact. Target shopper orders 3 queer books online, and they sent him a Bible. So, that's a fun fact. Anyway.
But I thought Target was all for that. I thought
Somebody
Target was
must
all
be
for
going,
the
somebody-
transgender bathing suits and the
Everything.
kids wearing the boys wearing 2-piece bikinis, and I thought that was their big ad last year. Is they had boys freaking modeling 2-piece bikinis for girls or boys, whatever.
So throughout the week, I take screenshots of different things, or I hear something and it triggers another question, or I just completely steal somebody's question.
Most of them are pecker pictures, and he's wondering why he ended up with the size of a gnat.
And it gives me good ideas for this particular thing we do while we sit here, right? We talked about depressing mall trip. I'm going to touch on that real quick. So I took my kids to, the whole family went to Woodland Mall. Gavin
Yesterday?
even went. Correct.
Okay.
Yesterday was whatever. Anyway, the Woodland Mall is not bad.
it's not.
It's not great.
It's better than it used to be.
But I'm shocked that the Woodland Mall held its own and is literally kicking the shit out of Rivertown.
See, I haven't been into the Woodland Mall since they demolished Sears off of it.
There's nothing new. I mean, nothing really new. There's a couple new stores, but as far as they have a Vans, they have an Apple store, which is actually funny because I said to Alan and Hendricks, I sent a text saying, "Hey, did you know there's a gay club in Woodland Mall?" They're like, "No, I didn't know that." And I sent a picture of the Apple store.
You probably sent a picture of you inside the Apple store.
And I don't care if they're gay or not, but it's still just funny. I think Apple sucks. Anyway, but that was all I got for the mall. But as far as like notes, no one pisses you off like what? No one pisses you off
Bad drivers.
like what? You might not have this situation because of your situation, but we do, and most everybody else does. No one pisses you off like...
Our health insurance people.
Okay. My note is no one pisses you off like blood.
Okay.
Do you know where I'm coming from?
Yes.
No one pisses you off like blood, like family, right? Your kids, your wife, your parents, your...
That's why I don't talk to family.
That's why I said you're not duck in this group. But most everybody else, no one pisses you off like blood.
I would actually. I'm sorry. I'm going to say it differently. My parents sometimes upset me, piss me off a little bit.
It's a different kind of piss off.
but
though.
not.
You're not
bad.
going to
My
stop
brother
loving
doesn't.
them.
My brother doesn't piss me off.
Oh,
My
really?
aunts, my uncles don't piss me off. I have one cousin that. Almost met her maker by the hands of me.
Yeah.
Bad time, and I was not in the right state of mind at the moment. It was my aunt's funeral.
Okay.
And her own daughter, who is a grade A piece of shit.
Tell me how you really feel.
We walked out of the funeral.
Would you say capital C, piece of shit?
Shit. We walked out of the funeral, and mind you, I love my aunt. My aunt was a great lady.
Is this not the same one that does the fireworks, right?
No.
Okay.
No. We walked
only
out
met
of
her
the funeral, and my useless waste of oxygen cousin said, "Only reason I showed up is to make sure the bitch is dead."
Holy fuck. That is insane.
My brother and my girlfriend at the time had to stop me because I was flying across the freaking parking lot of the funeral service, and I told her, I told that bitch she was going to end up in the fucking dumpster right behind here, and I'm going to fucking put her there.
You don't know how it went. Was she a real daughter or stepdaughter?
Real daughter.
Because you
They
don't know
did
what
nothing.
happened behind those walls.
Oh, yes. I know some of it. My aunt and uncle kicked her out
Okay.
after she got pregnant for the second time, abandoned her kid, stole thousands of dollars from my aunt and uncle.
Never mind, we're good.
And they relinquished
So why did they stop you?
any and all. Nope, you get the fuck away from my family.
Mm-hmm.
And she left. She moved to Wisconsin. She heard her mom died, came back here. She said, I came back to make sure the bitch is dead.
She came to see what was hers.
Exactly. And she panicked a little bit when my brother and my girlfriend at the time grabbed a hold of me. My dad was on his way to grab a hold of me because he knew that there wasn't no stopping me. I was gonna kill her.
So definitely capital C.
Oh.
So people give me shit about, who's spending his money on whatever he wants. And I'm like, no, he earned it. Go ahead. I've got my own thing here. If he wants to go have fun, please, man, just do it. And he has had a lot of fun. He has had more fun than I'll ever have.
I do it to fuck with you because I've known you long enough. I can.
And I'm
do
proud
I
of
give
him.
two shits?
He's had his moments, but as far as like earning it, he has earned it. As far as working hard,
I just like to stir the pot.
yeah, we know.
Pretty much.
Both
I
of
just like to have fun with it. Like I said, I've known him long enough, and I know who he's talking about. I've known that guy long enough.
That era of people, men and women, no in between, just men and women. That era
only
of
two
people
genders.
have had it.
That's not, that's not what school taught me.
There's two genders.
Oh yeah, you did.
Two
You did
genders.
do a little college, didn't you? That era of people and older, they know how to work, man. They knew how to work, right?
And yet somehow it missed you.
100%. I will admit it. I will admit it.
Now the bad thing is, and I'm gonna take this a little bit differently. That era has, they know a work ethic like no other man
Amen.
No other
Or
human.
woman.
Man or woman. My
my
mom busted her freaking ass. My dad busted his ass. My
dad
grandma,
busted her
my
ass.
grandpa, my great grandma, my great grandpa, they all busted their ass. Now,
That's what I'm saying. The dude from
Now
our
people
parents
wanna-
on back, but from our generation on up,
and it's
the
probably
technology,
50-50 now.
everything's built for us. It's already done. And our kids, as lazy as we are, our kids are going to be lazier, and their kids are going to be lazier, and it's just going to keep going.
But
Remember,
now
like the
there's-
movie Wall-E, where
Yeah. Now there's certain ones, and I'm going to say this, toot my own horn. My son has a great work ethic. He arrives to work an hour early every day
maybe he's my kid.
to make sure he's on time.
No, you leave the house an hour early because you drive so slow on the way in.
No, I do get there almost not an hour early, but like 45 minutes at least. And I'll
usually
just
do-
sit in my car and.
I usually do half an hour because, sometimes, hey, we're busy, punch in and go.
But it kills me the people that walk in after they're supposed to punch in, and I say the words, "I don't feel tardy," like Van Halen, right? And I get looked at funny. But I can't keep my mouth shut. I don't feel tardy.
And I was discussing with my kid the other day, my son or whatever. I haven't called in sick in a year and a half. I've taken 3 days off from myself since February of last year, and that was around Thanksgiving. The rest of the days I've taken off were for kids' doctor's appointments, kids' testing, that type of shit. That was for my children. It wasn't because I didn't want to go to work. It was because I had to take my kids to doctor's appointments.
Right.
So that to me is null and void. But as for me taking time off, I haven't taken shit off. I got 100 and some hours of vacation time saved up, 40 plus hours of sick time saved up.
That's it.
I take
Somehow I got more than you.
my paid days off for taking the kids to appointments because my kids also have
And
medical
you're
issues
the,
to where I take more. I'm the primary
And you're the
care,
primary, right.
so I take them to appointments. I still have to get paid because I still have
I
bills
get-
to bank.
I'm lucky because Amy gets out at 2 and she does all that shit.
But
Anyway,
as for the work ethic, it's 50-50. Nowadays, people want to make just enough to make their bills,
yeah.
and that's it.
And
They
stay
don't
home,
wanna-
play whatever fucking game they got on their phone or whatever.
I have a stepdaughter that is perfectly content with making $11 an hour. She can make all her bills with that, and that's it. She doesn't want to work to make more money.
Put her ass on the fucking dock.
Nope, she doesn't want to work that hard.
It's not that hard. I started there. It's not
But,
that hard.
but she doesn't want to do that.
Why?
She wants to work.
I mean, in the
and-
wintertime,
on.
fuck that. But in
Wait
the
a
summertime,
second.
it's a lot
Wait
of
a
fun.
second. But if she did the dock, she could make the same amount of money in fewer hours and have more time to sit on the couch.
Nope, she does not want to do anything that's actual physical.
Which is weird because her grandpa. Yeah, wait a minute. Never mind. I don't know about that. I really don't know. So I can't say.
Her grandpa was, or is, and back in his day, he worked his full-time job with the state. Then he had his own real estate company where he was a real estate agent. And then he also took care of 80 plus rental houses.
Fuck, that's a ton. That's a ton.
And he did the work himself.
Okay, moving on from the family blood hate thing. Do you gift cards? Please don't buy people the Visa gift cards. They're a joke. As bad as those are, I found a new one that I hate equally. The ones that are just a card that say Bonefish Grill, Outback
I'll
Steakhouse.
give you
A multiple.
The multis, right? Do you know how them fucking things work? They're a huge pain in the ass. I didn't know it. We went to Outback Steakhouse and I had to get on a website, take a huge 30-some number, write it down, and then a PIN number after I finally figured out how to do it. And the waitress was like, it's a huge pain in the ass. It's going to take you a minute, but it works. And I'm like, okay. It was like $25, but $25.
Yeah, If that's
Wow.
the case, I got $25 in my wallet.
Dude, what a pain in the ass that was. But it was great to get rid of it. Let's get rid of this fucking card, right?
And see, I had a multi-one here a while back. I went right into, I think, Logan's or Texas Roadhouse or something. And they took it, scanned it, done.
Really, we had one of them multis, and it was like I said, Outback, Bonefish, a bunch of them. There was whatever.
Carrabba's.
Yeah, yep. And the girl goes, I can't just take that and make it work. You have to get on the website, which is right here on the back of the card. Go into it, tell them what one you're at, which was Outback. Go into that and click on it, and then it gives you so basically it puts the $25 somebody spends on that card into a escrow account. Then you go into a website and you put it onto Outback, and then that number pops up, which is a huge long number plus a PIN number. You write that on the receipt or the bill. The girl takes it back, keys that number in, comes back and says, okay, it worked, or it didn't work. Yeah.
Now, you went,
don't buy those fucking cards, please. Don't buy those
At
cards.
that point, just give them cash.
Yes.
Back to the Visa gift cards or whatever. You know what? After the first 12 months, they start taking like a $12 fee off of that every month after that.
I didn't know that, but it doesn't surprise me. Because a Visa, say it's a $20 Visa card, it's going to cost you like $22.
So
Are you kidding me?
$25
No,
something like that.
again, screw those fucking cards. Give them cash. Stick it in an envelope, give them cash. Or an actual one item. I don't even, as much as I hate Cabela's, give them a Cabela's card. Back to that. I'll talk about it with
Cabela's gift card would actually be perfect because you give them 2-3 hours of enjoyment.
Trying to get
in
to the
trade,
damn
they
counter.
take your card.
Yeah.
I'll talk about that with the professor, but that site, I went back. I'll bring it up again, but took it back to the store, traded it in on another one. I'm like, look, I just want to trade it in for another one. Maybe the next one's going to be fine. And it wasn't too bad. So I'm sitting in my car, and I got my pistol out. And I'm pointing it out the window at a car that's in the next parking lot at the bumper. It's white, and I can see the dots. And I'm pointing it at it. And I'm like, all right. And I pull it out and turn it around, stick it back out there, and I'm pointing it again. And I'm like, that one's not bad. I lock the slide back, and I'm like, I'm going to slam this fucker and see if it works. Bang! I stick it back out there, and the dot's way off in left field. And I'm like, nope. I pop it out, and I go back. I bought another bad lever. Actually put that on that. Yeah. So, psych mark. You missed a mark. Again, I'll talk about it later. But
How are you going to make a product for a pistol that cannot take the slide slamming home?
Please.
And
That's
not to mention the shock of a freaking bullet.
super good question. Yeah, because
If
they
it
make
can't take the slide.
they make
just
sights. They make
slam it.
actual
Oh,
glass.
Oh, they do?
Yes.
This is just the in-barrel bore sight.
Oh.
Yeah.
And
That
Oh,
brass
it's
bore
that-
sight.
got-
All brass bore
It
sight.
got
Okay,
knocked.
sorry,
It
I
got
didn't
knocked
realize.
askew by letting the slide slam home.
Dude, I'm like, this is fucking junk.
So what, are you supposed to gingerly close the slide when you put it in there?
I don't care. No, I'm not going to do that. Give me one that's tough enough to handle it. What else did I have? This one could potentially. You remember being in the 80s and 90s before we had cell phones and technology and TV that had a million fucking channels and other things that could get our attention. Christmas morning excitement.
I remember that.
Do you remember Christmas morning excitement being exciting?
Yep, I
Where
remember
today
not being
our
able to
kids
sleep.
get all these things and they're like shoving it off to the side. Thanks, and they go back to this.
I remember.
No, please
I
don't.
remember Christmas morning. I remember, I got my first electronic on Christmas morning. I got a Nintendo. I got an Atari.
So like 10 years ago?
Yeah.
No, in his case, the 80s.
But on the other hand, I also got radio-controlled trucks, radio-controlled cars or whatever. And I would take them out and I would...
Get them wet.
Yeah, essentially. Michigan, winter, Christmas time, there was snow, whatever. I would take them out.
I
But
get
I
it.
also remember getting blue jeans and being happy, and underwear
Yeah.
and socks and getting happy. The only
Stuff.
downfall
We
to
got
getting new
stuff
blue
from
jeans
Santa,
back
man.
then is
Santa mattered.
The factories used to do shit differently to where it wouldn't be pre-washed denim. So you could go out and play in the snow or whatever with these new pants, and you get wet or whatever, and you go in the house, and your ass cheeks and your legs would be blue because it wouldn't be pre-washed. So all the water you're getting on it from the snow and playing in the snow is literally washing the blue color out of the
Whitewashing
jeans.
them.
So it's soaking into your skin, and you walk through the house and you're blue. You're a fucking Papa Smurf.
So, you want to see some Christmas morning joy?
As Moody's showing him the blue jean balls. Blue balls.
Yeah. About 12 years
You were
old.
skinny.
Holy shit.
About 12 years
Oh,
old.
dude, let me see that.
Speaking of which, I got a hoodie. I got a hoodie the other day.
No.
Let me see it.
No.
I can't really see it. That was you, huh?
Uh-huh.
Right on, man.
I got a
Long
hoodie the other
time
day.
ago.
What size does Amy wear for hoodies?
Large, extra large, I don't know. Just she likes them super baggy, so she likes them big. Like
I
people.
think it's a large.
Yeah.
Give it to her.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay.
Is it is it a riding with Biden? God, I hope so. Oh, really?
It's not the leg. It's the kid in the bunny suit.
Oh,
It says
dude.
Christmas story on it.
I'd make her wear it. If you, make a whole fucking ordeal out of it. I got you. Oh, yeah. For anybody that doesn't know, Amy has never been able to watch A Christmas Story all the way through. She refuses to. As much as I try, and the kids try, and
And yet she bought him a leg lamp. Two
bam,
leg lamps.
two. There's one over there, one right here. They're both in Thailand.
You know, I acquired this hoodie sweatshirt. That
She knows every image from that movie, but she will not watch it. So the bunny suit, the leg lamp, the everything, the kid with the you'll
Why?
shoot your eye out. I don't know.
And I thought, I'm like, I'm going to check the tie, but I'm going to give that to Amy.
Please. Oh yeah.
I still can't believe she refuses to watch.
It's the most
a
American
classic
thing ever.
Christmas movie.
It is well, not the most American thing ever, but it's like one of the most American things ever, right?
In terms of Christmas movies, it's number 2 right after Die Hard.
Yep.
Fuck no. Fuck no.
Sorry, you're wrong, Ty.
Nakatomi Christmas party, buddy.
Okay, back to my other stuff. This one's going to take us a minute, but I think it's going to be entertaining and fun. Italian biker, 1971. You follow him on Instagram.
Okay.
I screenshot it. You might be Gen X if. You might be Gen X if. And it says 1 point for everything you've done.
Which is you two.
Well, you don't leave me. Well,
I think
Not
you-
him. Gen
I know he's not.
Gen
I'm a
X
millennial.
stopped in 1980.
But a lot of these he's probably done because his parents were and they forced him to do something.
So
Anyway,
Gen X is born between 65 and 80.
you might be Gen X if you've used a rotary. Well, let's do points. Let's. You guys want to keep score?
Hand me that notepad and
Yep.
pen, please.
Oh, actually, I got a better one. Give him one.
Trigger's got one. and a pen.
Okay, I need one. I'm going to use the back of this thing. All right.
All right.
Used a rotary phone. 1. Used a floppy disk. You might be Gen X if you've used a typewriter. Boy, that one's a tough one. But I have. You might be Gen X if you've taken a picture with a film camera.
Polaroid or like 35 millimeter?
Film camera. I think
Film
Polaroid
camera.
counts.
I think the disposable ones count too.
Yeah, because
Oh,
there
very
are.
possible.
Yeah.
Either way, I've used Polaroid or a 35 millimeter camera.
This one's kind of a gimme. Listen to music on a CD.
How about
Oh, come
or
on. That's 90s kids too.
cassette tape?
Right. Well, it just said CD.
Okay.
Made a mixtape. Oh yeah.
Yep.
Owned a Walkman. I thought this was a woman. I'm like,
CD and cassette.
yeah. See. Oh yeah. You're right. We did too.
You used to have the cassette you could put in the
So-
the
this-
cassette deck to put the
Oh, yeah.
so
CD
you
player
can play
into.
CDs through
Yep.
the audio cable. You can still buy those.
Yeah, they're probably
Yeah,
a
I think
little
you were
harder to
saying you
find.
could.
Yeah,
There's
you
somebody
can
who's
still buy
saying
them
they
for
found
kids,
one.
for cars like your kids.
Listen to a music on a boombox. Anybody at home, please start taking notes. Back up, start over. Watched a movie on VHS.
Many. I still own some. And a VCR.
Rented a movie from Blockbuster, specifically
yes.
Blockbuster.
Yes.
I've never have.
My family was family video.
You never
That's
have?
so we.
Oh, I used to do Blockbuster all the time.
Oh, we
Do
were
they have a
family
special
video.
room for the ones you're into?
Oh, yes. They had an X-rated room.
Well, that was not exactly what. Okay. Holy shit. You might be Gen X if you've learned cursive. Boop. If you've played an Atari.
Still own one.
Jesus, really?
Yes.
That's,
Like
yeah,
an
that's
original,
Yes.
legitimate,
Yes.
not
That's-
some
With
redo.
with the cassettes.
that's the latest technology he's gotten. Where he lives.
Have you seen his
Literally.
motor? He's got a Motorola.
I still have one. I have the first generation
Oh,
freaking
boy.
Atari.
Holy shit. You might be Gen X if you sent or received a fax.
Dude,
I do that all
big
the time.
corporations still use fax.
Yeah, you're right. Had a MySpace account. I had one for
No.
like a second. I had one
Nope.
for like a second, but I did have one. I never really did anything with it. Ordered from Columbia House. You might be Gen X if you ordered
That
from
was the
Columbia.
cassette.
Yeah,
The,
10 for a
yeah.
penny or whatever
Yep.
it was, 7 for a penny. Fuck,
Columbia
I
House
still owe them.
Records. Me too, buddy.
Nobody paid them.
Nope.
Ordered from Columbia House. That one's definitely how do you, man? If you had an AOL address,
No.
I never did. No, I never did. You might be Gen X if you accessed the internet via dial-up. I did.
God.
Yeah, I did.
Yep.
Bring me back to my childhood.
Use an encyclopedia. You might be Gen X if you use an encyclopedia.
Still have my set.
What, do kids nowadays not use encyclopedias?
No, they use their freaking
No,
phones.
they got phone, dude. They got, yeah.
They use their phones in the internet. They don't even know the first freaking clue. They don't even know the first freaking clue of the Dewey Decimal System and the freaking card system
dude,
in the
you're
freaking
right.
library. I'm
Sneaky beak
not,
might. Because she goes
I'm
there
not
quite a
kidding.
bit. As much as we hate the library. Where was I? We did use an encyclopedia, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
just did.
Used a phone book. You might be a Gen X if you used a phone book. Okay,
Yep.
that's me. Yeah, dude, I missed a phone book. You might be Gen X if you sent a postcard. I did it just because the school made us. You remember that? They made us do it just to learn how to put addresses on.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, used a paper map. Oh, yeah. You might be a Gen X if you've owned a dictionary. Oh, yeah. I think I thought I had one downstairs. Holy shit. You might be Gen X if you've written a check. I still write checks.
Never written a check.
Really?
So, a long time ago when I worked at that Speedway,
Yeah.
some geriatrics would come in and write a check, and it was the slowest process
Oh,
in
yeah.
the world.
Dude, old ladies in the Myers shopping line, they would be in front of me, and I'm like, fuck. They would wait till they got the total, right?
And then pull out
Then
the
they go,
checkbook.
okay, and they'd set their huge fucking purse up on something.
That's my mother.
Meanwhile,
Finally pull out they dig around, they rummage around in their purse for fucking 5 minutes, finally find their checkbook. Yeah. That's your mother
meanwhile,
still?
you've already emptied your entire cart onto the belt, and the guy behind
With
you
the segregation title thing. Yeah.
and the guy behind you is started emptying his cart
Don't
out,
get
and
me
then
wrong.
she pulls that checkbook out, and you're like, "Fuck, I'm gonna be here for an hour."
I still have a checkbook too.
Of course,
I
you
have
do.
one, but I don't, like, it's, what do I use it for?
I didn't even order.
I don't even use it anymore, really.
When I set up my checking account, would you like to order checks? No, I'm good.
I haven't
What do I
used
use
mine
it
in
for?
10 years.
I had my Haggerty bill for the car downstairs just came in. I might send them a check just because I guess I can.
Yeah,
or
I
can-
haven't used the check in 10 years.
It's so much
I have a
easier to be
checkbook.
in the car going home or whatever and call them and go, all right, just run this
on
car.
The bag phone.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna add one to his list. The last one is uncurl the telephone cord. I know, I've done that.
Yes.
And now, have you ever used a bag phone? Oh yeah, Buzz had them. Buzz had a couple. No, I'm up to 22.
19. Oh, Jesus Christ. You just did your tallies right like I did.
And I did.
Now we got to wait for him to learn
23.
how to count.
Oh, winner. Well, you are Gen X all the way.
Apparently I'm pretty
That
Gen
was
X,
kind of
too.
that was not bad. Not bad.
Oh, apparently I'm pretty Gen X for a millennial.
Right, I knew you would be.
I also grew up with some very baby boomer parents.
Yes, you did. Italian biker, thanks for that screenshot. I'm going to
Okay, let's go back to
message
that
you
for a
later.
second. The rotary phone. My parents still have a rotary phone.
Your
dude,
parents still have a landline, period?
Yes.
would you please update them a little and
I
save
have.
them some money? Because they're paying money for that phone. That's stupid.
It's through their Verizon shit. They wanted to have the landline still.
But why?
Because my talking old people out of their ways,
Nope.
it's not a fight I want to have, especially with my parents.
Both of your
If there's-
parents.
if
I'm
there's
pardon
shit
my
I'm gonna
French.
fight with, it's not going to be over the damn phone. It's going to be other stupid shit.
Pardon my French.
But they still
get
have a
rid of
rotary
it.
phone. They have a touch tone phone also, but they still have a freaking rotary phone.
I was gonna.
They have a blue pastel blue desktop one, and then over in the corner, it still worked when they unplugged it. But there was a pastel yellow, like your freaking Corvette, wall mount rotary phone.
Do you take your kids
Sounds
over there
really cool.
and teach them how to use it?
Yes, Joseph used to play with it all the time.
At the tone, the time will be
Well, you remember there used to be
527-1212.
there used to be so many ones you could call and get weather updates. You could call and get the time of the day. You could call and get this and call and get that, and the operator would be happy to tell you all this shit.
I'm still pretty sharp.
You
I
could
remember that
sit
stuff.
there in the front of the phone book and dial all these numbers. It wasn't any charge or anything, and you could dial all of them and get updated information, the news, and whatever else. Now it used to be, let's say Ionia area, instead of having to dial 527-1212, all you had to do was dial 7-1212.
Oh, really?
Yep. Same way with Lake Odessa. You had to dial 4 and then the number. Same way with mailing addresses. My mom and dad still get mail from long distance friends that have been friends for years and years. They don't even know my parents' address. They know it's Rural Route 3. So they put RRT 3. They get their mail every time. Rural Route 3, because that is their mailing route.
That is old lady-ish. Okay, moving on to screenshots that I've got on here. And I've seen it a dozen times in the last week. You guys are going to love this. I loved seeing it. Super hard leftists are not going to love hearing it. Electric cars release more toxic emissions than gas-powered vehicles and are worse for the environment. Resurfaced study warns. I've seen it a dozen times, like I said.
Okay.
Because of the battery venting or whatever.
Battery venting, battery disposal,
Battery burn.
battery charging, battery
Battery burn.
manufacturing.
Yes.
They,
And
the whole process for the batteries create more toxins than me freaking rolling coal from the freaking UP to the freaking Michigan State line.
Rolling coolant.
Whatever. All burns the same. Fuck it.
I'm going to throw another one out there super fast. So if anybody's got side-by-sides, motorcycles, anything, Partszilla. It's a name brand website like Rocky Mountain ATV. I've pimped them. If you have anything you need an oil change kit, you need handlebars, you need whatever, use the code TRYAGAIN for free shipping. I don't know how long it's good for, but try again, all one word. Well, no space. Try again, no space. You need doors for your side-by-side. You need...
Is that where you got your new door after you folded it around?
No, that was the hinges. I did get one set from
Okay.
them. Maybe that's why I got this email. I have extra sets I might even be able to get rid of if somebody fucks up their Can-Am passenger side door. But try again for free shipping on Partszilla. I just want to throw that out there real quick because there are a handful of guys I know that have motorcycles
I
or whatever.
I don't know anything about.
They do
side-by-side
helmets.
shit.
They could do. Yeah. Moody knows, and
I'm not rich
Partzilla.
enough. I'm not rich enough to have a side by side.
I used to buy from Revzilla. Did they change names?
Partzilla. They might have. Shit, where'd it go? No, it's Partzilla. Partzilla, yeah, Revzilla. I remember that too. They did the same. It might be the same thing, or one, a spin-off site. I think I remember that. What else we got in my notes? My screenshots, my dumbass shit. In the news, we're 0 days since the last immigrant crime. Another one, the whole Lake and Riley thing was one thing, but that's not one and done, right? Every day there's an assault, there's a rape, there's a something done by an immigrant. Well, it's legitimately the case, right? There's something. I just seen a bunch of stuff today on more immigrant crime.
I guess it gets overcrowded. Maybe they'll open a season for it.
After election, maybe.
I'm not opposed.
After they steal the election.
Maybe they give us a discount on ammo when we buy a license for it.
No.
As an incentive to go.
I will. I've got a Dunham's discount barcode too. I'll put on our Instagram. I don't know how long that's good for, but I think it's 15% off.
Doesn't work for firearms or ammo though. I don't think.
No, but like Tannerite, I just bought another speed loader. I don't know where that went. Huh?
Carterite?
Yeah, Carterite. That's a good one. So I bought the speed loader for the 5.56 223. I bought one for the 9mm because, contrary to what Professor thinks, loading fucking mags by thumb sucks.
So
he can do that himself, and that's fine.
So you mentioned Tannerite.
Yep.
The other day, my boss was giving me shit about my hatred for the ATF. And I said, well, that's why I have the Tannerite dog. And he looked at me all confused. And I said, you know what Tannerite is, right? And he said, yeah. But why would you want to shoot your dog with Tannerite? And I said, well...
I don't have to.
I said, so you know what Tannerite is? You know what a dog is? You ever heard of taxidermy? And he just wasn't putting it together. And someone else had to be like, all right, that's enough of this discussion. And he told me, yeah, I could see the liberal coming out of him. It was time to end that conversation.
No. This was, when did I take the screenshot? Oh, shit. Bear with me. I'll find it. Nope, not that one. Not that one.
You know what we could do?
What the hell is it? I just
We
had
could send bricks that look like coke to the White House of Tannerite.
No. Hunter Biden would sniff that out.
Cool. And he'd blow up.
I took this screenshot February 29th. Within a week, 5 illegal immigrants have been arrested for raping a woman in Florida, murdering a college student in Georgia, murdering a 2-year-old in Maryland. Holy shit. Murdering a 2-year-old in Maryland.
Undercar lighting.
Did you hear me?
He's a little distracted right now.
Yes, I heard you about the rape in Florida, the murder in Georgia.
Murdering a 2-year-old in Maryland. That is sexual assault against a minor in Virginia. Raping a 14-year-old girl and stabbing a man in Louisiana. Yeah. Holy schmoly.
You see what I sent you? No, look at what I...
No, it's going to get worse before it gets better. Until we start busting the cap in these fucking immigrants' asses, it's going to get worse.
Here's another screenshot. Your triggers are your responsibility. It isn't the world's obligation to tiptoe around you. Man, I really like that.
Hold on.
Are you going to have to show me those later?
I sent you the one if you want to go ahead and check your phone.
All right. Anyway.
No.
No,
Oh,
I
there you
haven't
go.
gotten anything.
Humvee's Instagram.
Hey, how'd that one go? How did that one sell for?
I think about 5.
Nope.
You didn't buy it?
No. More important things for now. But it would be fun to take one of them up to Silver Lake.
We haven't hit on cars tonight. Let's do some car stuff. What do we got?
Humvees.
Humvees.
Barely a car. Does about 55 miles an hour at red line.
As long as it doesn't have a GM diesel in it, it'll do 55.
Oh,
It's got
no.
a GM
Those are
diesel
the
in
best.
it,
They all
it-
had
it-
GM diesels.
No.
Dude,
they
a
don't.
6.2 diesel is bulletproof.
Nope.
Bulletproof.
They came out and put 5.9 Cummins in some of them.
Yeah, the late ones that you can't get your hands on yet.
Oh yeah, they can. They freaking blew so many of them up because you got to watch it though, because the military surplused them. They did a no water jacket head on them on the 5.9. You don't want one of those for everyday use, but in a Hummer it's fine.
Most of the Humvees you can find are the 6.5 or the 6.2s, depending on the generation.
6.2 put out like 90 horsepower maximum.
The 6.5 put out about 92 horsepower.
And that was with a turbo fully spooled
Yeah.
at 6 psi.
But
And
it
it's
was-
a giant block.
But it was like a flux capacitor. It would run on absolute garbage. So there's a
Well,
trade-off there.
Yeah, you could run it on JP8, which is what they wanted. The military wanted the logistic ease of one fuel for everything.
Well, it's kind of like the old Deuce and a Half with the Continental inline 6s. They advertised them running on butter fat.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yes, when they were built and designed, they advertised them running on butter fat.
I'm pretty sure we are currently running on butterfat.
Speak for yourself.
That's why our
I was gonna say,
main
mine's
goal in
bacon
life is
grease.
to get in better shape.
I'm running on bacon grease, buddy.
Yeah, we know.
I will have you know I haven't had bacon in
24 hours.
24
3
minutes.
I haven't had bacon in 3 weeks.
Bullshit.
Can't afford it.
Bullshit.
No, I haven't cooked any. But I have not had bacon in 3 weeks.
Your body would be going into
Okay,
convulsions.
Sorry, no.
Well, no, he's
had
still
bacon-
eating the
We had
grease.
bacon on the pizza last week. Sorry.
I think
Okay,
there
I feel
was,
like that would
I think
level
there's
you
little
back
bits
out.
on today. He's still eating the grease's yogurt on the way to work.
Breakfast.
Most important meal of the day.
Squeezing it right out. Like Popeye and spinach.
He eats me spinach. He eats me bacon grease.
Oh, shit.
That's why you're so good at getting out of work. You're slippery from all the grease.
Fucking
Jesus.
I
Bacon.
say, you remember that? Remember that game growing up? You grease up a fucking pig, and you had there's so many people in the pen trying to catch that greased up pig.
Oh, we had a
In Lake Odessa, that's date night.
Possibly,
Wait, there was a different game when I was
but
a
you
kid.
always came over to join.
No.
There was a different game when I was a kid, but you're not allowed to call it by its name anymore. Smear the queer.
You poor kid.
Well, I mean, if you go by definition, queer is someone who's different. And that person that was different was the guy that had the football, and you were trying to tackle him.
Well,
You're not allowed to call it smear the queer anymore.
our favorite gay guy had a job interview, and he's super pumped about it.
Good for him.
Yes.
Maybe he will
Who, Richie?
dick off less.
No.
No, Gregor Gay.
Yep. Our favorite gay guy had a job interview 4.5 miles from his house. And I'm like, dude,
Damn.
I actually texted him last night. I said, how'd it go, And he said, good, I think. I have to
Dude.
look it up.
Good, because he was commuting an hour
Dude,
for that job.
I know.
Would you, okay,
there
Jeremy,
he is.
would you commute an hour?
He
5
said he should
days a
know
week?
something Monday. I'm hoping for the best.
Who are we even talking about?
The
You wouldn't
customer.
know him.
Because, sorry. I know you're on the outside of this one, but
Okay.
Good.
Would
hope
I
he gets
commute
it.
an
yes.
hour?
An hour is outrageous.
Dude, a half hour sucks.
Half
No,
hour is a
is he
good
going to be
disconnection.
commuting 5 minutes for the same pay?
Yes. Or more.
Fucking any day, I'd fucking commute 5
Yes.
minutes for the same pay or better pay. Any fucking.
He might actually have less responsibilities at this next one.
I hope he gets it.
Yes. I'm
Fuck
pulling for
driving
him.
an hour, especially in the winter when that hour turns to 2. When the winter weather kicks
Oh yeah,
in.
no shit.
When we have winters, he's been at that place for a while.
Yeah.
When we have winters and
I asked
that
him, I forgot what
1
he
hour
said.
commute turns into 2.5, fuck that. I'm calling off of work every time it snows if I gotta drive it out.
He's the same guy that's taking creeper shots of me in my hammock.
He's the same guy that took a picture of Harkey with the giant black dildo in his hand.
It was a muffin, but he photoshopped it to be this huge black dildo.
Nice.
Here's Harky going. I'm surprised he
looking
didn't.
all proud.
I'm surprised he didn't have it going. Ah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, well, that was funny. Yeah. I've never went over to have what, because you and your ex were.
Oh, we'd go to breakfast or
Yeah,
or
I
something.
never have. We've invited him here. Of course, he never shows up. But even
It's a long drive for
it
him.
is. It is horrible.
But
If
like,
it's an hour to there, it's an hour and a half to here. So
if you meet him like in GR for a meal, he's good company.
yeah, well, yeah, it's fun. So, how are we gonna send this? What topic? are we
Well,
gonna
I
hit?
think we're at 56. So I think Trigger here needs to see Django for the first time.
Django.
Django?
The Django Unchained, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've never seen that, huh?
Oh,
I've
God.
seen bits and pieces of it.
So let me break in here. Ricky Stenicki. It's a brand new movie. Have you seen it yet? Dude, me and Amy watched it last night. Like, we finally come home, we chilled
Why
out.
would you ask me such a stupid question? It's a brand new movie. Have you seen it yet?
That was a dumbass. It is fucking hilarious.
Wait till it comes out on VHS. Then Trigger will see it.
Exactly.
Beta-
Exactly. See?
A disc this big. Wait till it comes out on record.
A 45 or an 80?
Reel to reel.
You know, shit.
I got one of those machines. Shut up.
We know. But it sounds really stupid, and I'm like, all right, we'll try the first 10 minutes or whatever, and all of a sudden, next thing you know, it's half hour in, and I laughed my fucking ass off. It's pretty funny. Ricky Stenicki, okay? Anybody wants to see it, come on over. We'll watch it. I got a new screen over there and a projector that all of a sudden Moody talked me into buying. But I'm
It
going
didn't take a whole lot of convincing.
No, it was
Huh, it's $20 off, too.
on top of the sale. I was going to set it up outside on the white wall or gray wall for the kids to play whatever, Call of Duty. I think that'd be cool for them. Great big monster wall. Anyway, Ricky
Shit, you could
Stenicki.
do it on the garage doors outside.
But the car's coming down that road would fuck up yeah, so I got to figure out where to
Side of the garage.
something, maybe even inside, point at that wall.
I just meant so the people watch it, sit there at the stop sign and watch them.
That's and we might be able to pull that off, but the cars, it'll totally fuck up the video.
Yeah.
We'll try it. I'm totally for trying it, right?
People are sitting at the
Hey.
stop sign and somebody's head gets blown off.
Before we go out, I need to take a picture of your Mountain Dew.
Yeah?
Yep.
What, to send Eaton?
Yeah, why? What did he tell
What do
you?
you do? Send it there, put his ass cheeks on it?
I don't know.
Well, I guess
I'm
we'll
not saying
find out
that.
here
All
in
I
a
know is I'm supposed to send you a fucking picture of it. Send him a picture of you drinking the Mountain Dew.
But you want to know what I did when I first got here?
What?
This is not the one that was sitting up here on the table.
No. So weeks ago, remember when I put the one up here on the counter and slid over, and I'm like, yeah, here, you need this yet?
Yeah.
That's the one he shoved up his ass.
That one's gone. Huh? That one's gone. So what's he need a picture for this time?
No, it was just to remind him to finally send you the picture of that one that you already put up to your lips. And I don't know if he will.
Oh, not surprising.
Because, well, last time.
I don't think he would, because
last week
that
or
would probably
2 weeks
be
ago, whatever it was.
Against his,
Beliefs.
yes, in
Belief
moral
structure.
code.
No. Not when it comes to rumping, especially after you did it to his Jeep. That's what triggered it. So last time I sent him the picture of I'm like sneaking creeper shot of you taking that Mountain Dew. He was asleep. He zonked out on his couch or whatever it was, and he goes, "Oh, are you kidding?" He woke up the next day pissed off. He goes, "Send me a picture of it." I'll finally send him the pic. So anyway, that was his get backs for the Jeep. Because he came over like the next week on a Friday. I was screwing around with Amy's golf cart. I put a starter at my $120 switch in. Fucking golf cart.
Stop wrenching on shit you don't know anything about.
I should have took the thing off and had it tested, but it was such a bitch to get off, and I'm like, nope. I'm pretty sure, so I hit it with a hammer, it'd take right off. You'd think the same thing as a 40-year mechanic.
Well, I would have checked the exciter freaking on it first.
Well, the solenoid is in a pretty convenient spot. I didn't do that. Anyway, what else we got?
I'm out.
I've got more shit, but I'm saving it for car stuff. We never did car other than Hummer. We said it before. It's coming up the car season. I got to get my Corvette started.
Just say I'm getting all the stuff around. I brought my sander home, and
when are you gonna paint that thing?
it's got to be above 65 degrees constant for the paint to set. So
Good thing you have a heater.
I got to start getting all my supplies around. I got to order sandpaper this week.
It's slowly coming up.
Yep. So I'm gonna get ready so I can freaking start sanding on it. Got to get stuff moved away from it in the shop so I can freaking sand on it.
I wonder when Culver's car show is.
End of May.
End of
It's
May.
like May 20th normally, May 21st.
Okay.
So we're still looking at 2 months out.
You're
but
plenty.
I don't
Okay.
know if I'll have mine done by May.
We still got to figure out a time for the three of us to go over to your dad's place, use the 4-post,
For
put
yours?
the Mustang up,
Oh.
do frame ties, pull it off, put mine up, frame ties.
You got yours ordered?
Gotta have money.
Sell some ass. Not to me.
25 is 25 bucks is 25 bucks. Ty said so.
We got a guy.
No, I gotta spend money on paint. I gotta spend money on sanding supplies. So
You need like a exoskeleton cage around that thing so it doesn't fuck up your body panels when you take out crowds.
how many crowds have I taken out?
Yet?
How many donuts have I whipped? How many donuts have you been able to whip? How many times have you actually been able to get
Break the tires
one
loose?
revolution out of the tires while the vehicle stands still?
It might snow again.
So,
Oh, just wait. When I pull it out onto the grass,
Woo, look out. By the time he's done, mowing's done.
and freaking fogging for mosquitoes is done for the year.
perfect. Win-win. 305, winning things again.
And he still gets out going,
And
Pulling
Ty,
fabulous.
by the time Ty gets his freaking Corvette started, I mean, he's going to be part of the freaking Coal Rollers Association. The amount of freaking black smoke coming out of the back of that some bitch.
That's extra fuel means extra horsepower. All I gotta do is push it outside so I don't cloud my garage. Why do you think I bought a black toolbox? Can you tell? It's flat black now.
You're being racist now.
No. I have a black toolbox. How's that? Black truck? I'm good.
No, I think maybe later this month I'll pull it and put it back in the garage.
Get the batteries ready and
They've been topped off. I had a trickle on it for a while.
pull the cover off mine and, do that.
But
No,
I got
I gotta-
parts to put on it.
I got to buy new window seals for the doors before I paint because I'll pop the old ones off, and I guarantee when I do, they're going to get destroyed.
Oh,
but they're
yeah.
all cracked as shit anyway. And I plan on replacing them. I broke a big chunk out that when I put my arm on the windowsill, it digs into my freaking arm. So I want to get new door seals. That's about 60, 70 bucks.
He put the Steel Products brand on his, and those are supposed to be absolute top notch. The
But,
shit.
yeah, and it came with the window wipes.
Sweeps.
But my paint alone is going to be. I figured out if I do just acrylic enamel, everybody says I have to freaking polish it quite often with acrylic enamel.
Well, you got nothing else
You
to do.
clear coat on top of that or no?
Well, if I do an acrylic clear coat, but then I have to wait for the acrylic to dry and then wait like a week or so. But if I do base coat clear coat,
Then
I
leave
can
the
do it
fucker
same
inside
day.
and semi-covered up.
And I don't know. I could do a base coat clear coat, paint and everything for about $250.
Clear coat's easier to polish.
Well, clear coats you don't need to polish as often as you do just acrylic enamel because it keeps the shine. It doesn't dull
Well,
out.
It scratches like anything else.
And you're correct. I'm just trying to figure out. I got my color picked out. I just gotta start doing the sanding. I have one spot on my trunk lid that's got a little bit of a rust spot I gotta fix, but that won't take much. And then it's just down to taking shit off there. I also got to figure out for my side rail bump trim, whatever the hell it is on the body line, if I want to peel that off and put new on it, or if I want to paint around it. Because if I peel it off, it's all double-sided tape held on from the factory. Do I want to try and get all the double-sided tape off and put new double-sided tape on, stick it back on there, and risk losing it going down the road? Or do I buy new freaking racetrack trim and put all new racetrack trim on there? But then again, if I paint the front and rear bumpers, the racetrack trim is built into it. I'm going to have to tape that off to leave it black, or it's going to be blue. Well, at that point, do I paint the racetrack trim on the sides along with the car, and it's blue also?
You know, one mono.
But I think that would look stupid because it's peel on, peel off freaking racetrack trim. I don't
Well,
know.
Peel
I'm
the
still-
sides
I'm
off.
still trying to figure it out.
What does a new set of trim cost?
I haven't been able to find a full set of trim.
Oh shit.
So
Peel it off and smooth it. Is it got locator pins or is it just tape?
as far as I know, it's just tape.
Okay.
But it's built into the front bumper to where you can't take it off.
All
So
in
there's a
front
stop
bumper,
lip.
It'll look. I think it'll look alright. There's got to be somebody out there on the old Google Images that's got what you're looking for. You know,
And
to
I haven't looked
compare
that
it.
far into it. I've been trying to figure out sanding supplies, painting, primer, hardener, mixing supplies, that type of shit. I've been just
I
trying
think
to.
Lee will help you with that. Just call him and say, "Hey, this is what I got to do, but I want to do it myself." Tell me
I've
where I
just
got to
been
go.
trying to figure out because I want to get working on it. I want to find stuff, but I don't want to. I don't want to buy the shit and have it freaking freeze or store it in a fucking house until it decides to stop wanting to freeze at night.
Yeah, no shit.
But I also
Where
got to
we
do
at?
some cleaning up.
Hour
Anyway,
7.
All right,
let's kick it off.
do it.
Go.
Here's to those that wish us well.
All the rest can go to hell.
See ya.